This, you should not follow any other human being, man or woman, right? Don't put them as your leader. Like the government, they work for you. You're their bosses. We're their boss. They're not our leaders. Don't have anyone as your leader, especially men. God is your head, your leader, right? And to put someone else over you is absolutely insane because they stand between you and God and they will control you. They would want to do all your thinking and everything for you in order to control you for their own personal gain. There's this guy called Pope Francis, right? And Pope Francis is the head of the Catholics. When I was growing up, we didn't no such thing as the preacher being the head of the people. It wasn't even thought of, so it never was an issue. I even have people ask me now, who is the head of you? Who is your preacher? Something dumb like that, right? I'm like, what the? Christ came so that he could turn us back to the Father, and the Father would guide us. We have the Holy Spirit to teach us. And so they got this guy called Pope Francis over them, the Catholic people, and they love him. They worship him. No wonder they never get to God, right? Fox News has reported that Pope, and I want you to watch this video and listen closely, because the Pope was out greeting the people somewhere, and this one lady tried to reach him when he was out there shaking hands, and as he was walking away, this one lady grabbed his hand, and the Pope got mad and slapped her on her hand, tried to make her let him go, and you can see the Pope is mad. The Pope is ticked. Ain't nothing like a tick Pope. And the Pope is mad. So Pope Francis apologized for losing his patience after slapping a woman's hand. A video that went viral showed a woman grabbing the Pope's hand and yanking him toward her. Here's the soundbite in the video.
Wow, the Holy Father slapping away the woman's hand. You can see here as he headed to the center of St. Peter's Square, the Pope yelling at her to let him go. Now, afterward, the Pope was visibly upset.
The Pope is mad. The Pope is a mama.
I was just about to say, looking like someone's mama.
The Pope, all dressed in a woman's outfit. The Pope is ticked. The Pope. The Pope is mad. He looked mad like a mama. And just before you saw him hit the woman's hand, he was greeting other people, reaching out, shaking their hands, and moving forward. This lady had tried to reach him before, and she couldn't get him. So as he was walking away, she grabbed him. And the Pope, like, let me see the Pope again. Here's Mama Pope. The Pope, like, what
the
the?
Holy Father slapping away the woman's hand. You can see here as he headed to the center of St. Peter's Square, the Pope yelling at her to let him go. Now, afterward,
the Pope is like, if you don't, they call him the Holy Father. Ain't nothing holy about the Pope. Holy Mackerel. And so I can't believe you people follow a man or a woman and call him Pope. And you don't follow him. Even Christ said when he was, doing miracles, creating miracles, right? And they're like, wow, you something else, man. You God, you're it. And he's like, no, don't do that. It's not me, it's the Father that's in me. Why do you worship me? Tell you not to worship me, and you worship me anyway. Christ said, it wasn't me, it's the Father that's in me. He does the work, right? He does the work, however they put it in the Bible. But the people still worship him as God. And he said, the same work that I do, you can do it. because of the Father. The Father sent the Son that you might be able to do it too, but you must become a son of the Father. But no, they worship him. And he went on to say, greater things shall you do. Right? So you think God's going to tell you, why are you calling me God? It's not in me. It's not me. It's the God that's in me, right? And greater things shall you do. So you think God's going to tell you greater things than you do than what he can do? Come on. Amazing. But anyway, so they worship the Pope, and the Pope is ticked. Be the Pope. Are you still going to worship the Pope, or will you worship God? Just FYI, look. New Year's first day of New Year show information. And so the Pope apologized, and he did it so many times, right? The Pope said, so many times we lose patience. I say, excuse me for that bad example. So the Pope said, so many times we lose patience. I say, excuse me for that bad example. And the Pope is now catering to the women. Somebody told him, Mr. Pope, you better be trying to cater to the women, because when we lose the women in the Catholic Church, it's over. The man don't have the purse. The women has the purse, right? So the Pope said, how we treat a woman's body is an indication of our level of humanity. Isn't that dumb? Dumb Pope! Pope is dumb. And they still worship him. Worship the Pope, angry Pope, mad Pope.
I used to have, well, not used to, I still have, but my uncle's wife's mother, she used to always kind of be around at the family functions, and she's a Mexican older lady, speaks only Spanish, and
Hola.
every time
Mamma mia.
she would get upset at the younger kids, like the grandkids, she would get mad in that same way. So as soon as I see the Pope act like that, I thought of her.
Ain't nothing like a mad Mexican mama. Ooh. I know of a company that used to have a housekeeper. She would get mad at some of the workers. She act the same way. Oh, God. Nothing like a mad Mexican. I stayed up all night to get a Mexican, but it wasn't a mad one.
Poor Pope.
The Pope is ticked. The Pope said, how we treat a woman's body is an indication of our level of humanity. He went on to say, and by the way, this is not the first time Pope Francis has yanked his hand away. Last year, he repeatedly pulled his hand away from being kissed. Don't be trying to kiss my hand. Here's the soundbite. The Pope don't want the women kissing his hand. I like to just let the men kiss it. What the?
What's going on here?
So what?
What's going on here?
I don't know. We got to ask the Catholics. Why are they kissing his hands anyway?
What a mess.
It's so crazy what people do. First, they line up for the pot. Free pot or a legal pot, whatever. Then they kiss the Pope's hand. And the Pope has to snatch his hand away. He apologized then as well, saying he did not want to spread germs. I bet he didn't. So if he didn't want to spread germs, why did he go up there and extend his hand to the folks? Right. The Pope ain't honest about something. The Pope got anger. Let me see the Pope snatch that lady's hand again. This is mind blowing. No, the other one. The Pope looks like he can't wait till this is over.
But it's like nobody in line is like getting the hint.
I know.
Holy Father slapping away the woman's hand. You can see here
from Fox
as he
News.
headed to the center.
The Pope is a mess. The Pope is a beta Pope. Amazing. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.